This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football. We are life in football.
You are now listening to the Life in Football podcast. Check out the new website, lifeinfootball.com. Once again, the website is lifeinfootball.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to the Life in Football podcast, baby. I'm your host, Mike Fee.
And this your coach, Cole and Moore. You know we loving life and enjoying football.
Top-notch coaches all around the world. Top-notch coaches all around the world. Today, our special guest is none other than the Florida High coach, and by way is actually Florida State University school head football coach, Jarrod Hickman. And let me tell y'all something. He is doing an amazing job. Life in Football have been following this team for a while. And remember, all the coaches we done interviewed for us high school-wise, some kind of way, they all them played in the championship or got close to it, the state championship. We had the head coach on from Lakeland Christian. We had Victory Christian, Coach Stu. We also had Madison County Cowboy coach on. And today, Coach Hickman, we have him, and he's doing, I'm talking about awesome at Florida High. He has top-notch athletes who we had one on, Harvey, Mr. Harvey, on one of our videos. And this team has, I'm talking about top-notch ballers all across the board, not just him, the offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, and they got top-notch athletes all across the board, good coaches too. I'm talking about, I was at a practice one day, and I was so enthused and proud of the coaches, how they conducted themselves and how they was encouraging the players. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let Simo bring him on.
How you doing, Coach?
I'm good, man. How are you doing? I appreciate you guys having me on.
Man, we're doing great, and it's a blessing to have you on, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Coach, how does it feel to, like Mike said, you got a squad all the way around. Like, how does that feel, and to keep them grounded, to let them know, hey, we still got work to do, but yeah, we do got a squad though. So how do you go about that?
Well, I think like you said, we just try to, one of the mottos we have every week is try to just go 1-0, and if we focus every bit of attention to the opponent that we have each week, and we don't really talk about anybody in the future or anybody in the past. Everybody's just all in every week, trying to go 1-0 with that opponent and get prepared with preparation, all those things. Our kids just do an incredible job, and coaches do an incredible job of just focusing on that. And we feel like it gives us a chance to go out and play good football. And like you guys have said, we got a good group of guys. And if we give them a chance to make plays, they certainly show up and do a good job of that.
Now, Coach, I do want to know, I ask all my head coaches, like I just want to know, where did it start and when did it start that you knew that you actually want to be the head coach of a program? Because to me, I always tell Mike, anybody get the head coaching spot, man, that's a businessman right there. That's a businessman who dedicated to the game.
Yes, sir. Oh, I appreciate that. Honestly, for me, football, and especially high school football, has been in my blood for as long as I can remember. I was running down sidelines when my dad was a high school coach for about 40 years, for as long as I can remember. So when I was in high school, honestly, I knew after I was done playing football in college that's the route I wanted to go. And, when the time came and it was time for me to come back and get into it, I jumped right in with my father for a few more years before he retired. And it was always one of my dreams to come back and coach the high school I was at and try to take what my dad had did and improve upon it.
Coach, give us some insight on what talks are like for you and some of your family members, or even your dad, especially your dad, like with you now being a head coach. How does he feel about it, and what are some of you guys' conversations are like?
Oh, it's always football all the time around our house. With I have my son on the team now. I'm getting older, and my brother was a coach at one point in time. So football's, there's always a lot of football going on in our household all the time. And, it's always great to be able to pull on him with the wisdom he's had and the experience he's had and lean on him a little bit. Sometimes I tell him he's bugging me too much, but it's nice to be able to lean back on somebody and bounce ideas off of him. And I think he would tell you that he's awfully proud of what we've taken and what we've built and how we've expanded, on the foundation that was kind of laid before.
Coach, now I got to revisit this moment. And, I know a lot of people say don't look back at the past, look forward to the future. But
Yes.
I have to look back at this moment. I was in the stands watching the state championship game. And it's like you guys were rolling pretty good at one point. And I just want to know how have you preached to the players about coming from that, but you guys are rolling so strong right now in the season. Like, what was the message and what did you guys take from that game?
Experience. I think your greatest teacher sometimes, or one of the greatest teachers in life, is experience, and so being able to experience that, being able to play an incredible program like Chaminade, and really battle all the way to the end and compete and I think give them an incredible game and compete and push them to the limit. We learned how to do that. We learned how to not panic sometimes when things aren't going bad, and that certainly showed up last Friday night for us against another great program in Madison County and Coach Coe, who's a good friend. We had some moments, some adversity, and our guys just don't panic, and they do an incredible job with great leadership of just playing the game the right way, and really playing the next play for us, which is the motto. We can't worry about the last one. Let's move on and learn from it and get ready for the next one. And if we give enough of our playmakers a chance to go out and do that, we feel like we got a great group all around that can do that. And we just keep learning and we keep getting better each week, and that's always our goal.
Coach, how did you actually build a program up? Like, I know from day one when you started up to now, like, how does that feel from when you built it up and to where you built it up now?
Yeah, it feels good. Like I said, we started this thing back in 2005, and we were a good playoff team for a number of years there, but quickly after that we really tried to crank things up, and we were a 3-time semifinal team for a few years, and then even then we wanted to kind of continue to keep going. And so it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of great effort by all my coaches and staff members that have been on here for a long time. They put in a lot of tireless hours, and then just a lot of the credit goes to the young men. Those kids really work extremely hard. They're very coachable. We've got a lot of good talent, but that talent has been able to develop, and it feels like now we've got a chance to each year have a pretty good year and make a deep run in the playoffs.
And that's a blessing, Coach.
Yes,
so on top of the other blessings that you give the players when you give them the football, everything in the football, I know you're giving them blessings on the other side about preaching to them about getting going to school, getting a college degree and becoming a man. How do you go about teaching that?
Yeah, absolutely. No, and I think in high school, that's one of the biggest things. We got a great chance to mold young men, into the leaders of tomorrow. And it's very important in our program and on our staff to make sure that we're not just helping them football wise, that we're absolutely helping these guys off the field, like you're saying, to do as great young men, leaders of tomorrow. Obviously, academically, we want to make sure they're doing everything they can so that they can get to college and fulfill their dreams. And again, it just takes a lot of commitment off the field. It takes a lot of study hall time that we're willing to make sure we give the kids a chance to do that. And then every coach on my staff, like I said, has been here for a long time, and they do a tremendous job within their own groups of developing those kids, just talking to them all the time, really helping them to be leaders, showing them how to be leaders. I've just got some great men on my staff that do an incredible job.
Coach, I want you to talk about the support of the staff and the administration and the fans, because when I was at that state championship game, now I went to other games of you guys too, not just that, but matter of fact, I went to a whole lot of y'all games last year, to be honest. And just matter of fact, I went to the signing day too. But And my co-host, he caught y'all down there against Lakeland Christian. So we've been following y'all program for a while. And every time we notice that you guys have a lot of support from the fans, support staff, administration. The administration was real good to me on signing day. They let me come in, got my place, set up early to do my filming and everything. So I just want you to speak on that for the support that you got, because y'all had the stadium packed at the state championship.
Yes, sir. We did. We do. We have a rich tradition, I think, here. Florida High is an incredible school. It's been around for a very long time. A lot of people are really starting to find that out, that it's got a great, rich tradition here in Tallahassee of a lot of people that have come through. A lot of Martin Mayhew and David Ross and, currently Ronnie Harrison, Michael Gaines. We've got a number of people that have been outstanding here for a long time, and professional players, Dean Palmer. So anyway, the administration has just been outstanding. Their support, it always, to have a successful program, you've got to have support from the top. And they're very good about giving us the support that we need, letting us coach our teams the way that we need to coach our teams, and yet at the same time supporting us. And so when you have that from the top, it certainly trickles down and allows us to be very successful. And so we're very thankful that we've got great administration, great athletic director, and our former one, Tyrone McGriff, and then now our current one, Coach Anthony Robinson. These guys are great, and they really are very good.
Now, Coach, my last question to you, I'm going to just give you an opportunity to speak on things that you guys have coming up for as games, or any information that you want to provide to young players out there who may want to be a part of your program, or just anything that you may want to, give out to the people out there. The floor is now yours.
No, I appreciate you guys coming in and supporting us. And like I said, this week things have changed so much with this COVID, and our game this week has been changed to Childs, just out of some safety precautions. So that's kind of a change already in this week. But more than anything, like I said, I think it's just a lot of hard work. I don't think that we do anything in particular other than just work extremely hard all the time throughout the entire year to try to get our kids in a great place to have a great program. And I'm very thankful for that administration, like you said, and I'm very thankful for my assistant coaches. A lot of guys put in a lot of time, and I think they do a great job of developing kids, and our guys have gone off to be very successful at the next level. And then, even in the professional level, we've got a number of guys that have done a great job. So we're excited about the future and the guys we have now, and what's to come down the line as well.
Hey, y'all heard it right there. That was Coach Jarrod Hickman, and he's doing an amazing job at Florida High, i.e. Florida State University School, and they balling out of control, man. Coach Hickman and his staff, I'm talking about 100% putting their full effort into their program. And like I told y'all before, if you're an inspiring coach and you want to try to get into the game, y'all better listen to some of these podcasts. I'm telling you, all the coaches we done had on, I'm talking about, even we had a high school coach on from Mississippi. Everybody made it to the state championship or got close to it, from Lakeland Christian to Florida High to Victory Christian, even Madison County. So I just want to thank all the coaches. But if you want some great insight, y'all check out the rest of those podcasts and you'll be inspired. And I want to thank Coach Hickman again for giving this great information today. And I'm going to leave y'all like I always leave y'all. Keep your head up and not down, or else you'll fall to the ground. This is the Life in Football podcast. Catch you next time.
You are now listening to the Life in Football podcast. Check out the new website, lifeinfootball.com. Once again, the website is lifeinfootball.com. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. the label, came in with my own cake.
This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football. We are life in football.